Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So here we are to talk episode 9 of House of the Dragon. So as always, this is going to be full spoilery ramble session. So if you haven't seen the episode, then I recommend you go ahead and watch it, then come back and ramble along with me. So as always, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and let's begin. So, episode 9. Normally, in episode 9, with Game of Thrones at least, we're used to like episode 9 being this insanely like crazy spectacle of an episode. Episode 9 was the Red Wedding, episode 9 was Hard Home, episode 9 was The Long Night. There was like episode 9 has been like the ultimate like crazy spectacle episode for all of Game of Thrones. So this episode 9 is interesting in that it's very calm. It's very calm, but it's like just pure tension. It's it's really the beginning of the war. It's the beginning of the setup. So after last week's episode where Alicent believes that Viserys was telling her that young Aegon should be on the throne, she basically took that and ran with it, even though everybody knows he was delirious. He was kind of out of his mind. He had called her the wrong name multiple times. So there's really no reason in the world she should have taken that and ran with it. But she clearly has some desire for Aegon to be on the throne, even though she doesn't want to go about it in the same way her dad does. Because her dad is basically trying to be the most efficient way about it, and also that will cause like the least death. It'll be basically if he have Rhaenyra's people killed and Rhaenyra killed and her entire family killed, basically, then there won't be a challenge to to the throne. There won't be a civil war, like, and a bunch of people won't have to die. But Alicent still remembers Rhaenyra, from childhood and stuff, and the fact that they were just basically making up. She's supposed to be on her way back there because they're like, turning over a new leaf and everything. So she has all this fresh, rekindled emotion and affection for Rhaenyra, so she really doesn't want to like assassinate her in the night. So she's like, no, we should like, basically send negotiations and like do this kind of thing and try to basically get her to accept this, being passed over and all this kind of stuff. Like that will happen. Like her and Damon together. Like, come on, there's nowhere in hell. And so she's basically opening the door for the actual Dance of Dragons. And it's really interesting to see that. And then we see it's so crazy because Aegon, who they're trying to put on the throne, he doesn't want it at all. He's basically running away and has been basically in hiding. Like he doesn't want it at all. And they're just like literally dragging him to the throne, kicking and screaming. But um, Allison basically uses the your dad wanted this, like her misinterpretation of his last words. She basically used that as a way to assure him that his dad did love him and that he wanted him to be king and stuff. So he kind of takes that as this like this band-aid for all his dad issues that he has with Viserys, because he felt like Viserys didn't like him, which is probably true. And like he kind of, like, you can feel this power placement is starting to fill all these insecurity voids that he has in him, because when they crown him, like you can see it all just in his face. It just kind of, it all balloons to this place of ego where now that he has it, he's not going to let it go, even though he didn't want it at all. So, because I thought that would have been an easy solution, like he just kind of gives it up or whatever. But now he's clearly in a position where he wants it, and he's going to definitely try to keep it. But something that they did in order to try to make the episode not just completely flat, because it was really just all of Allison's people like making moves and trying to keep the Viserys' death hush hush and all that stuff, and they were hurrying up trying to um, coronate Aegon. So they were trying to hurry up and just make him officially king, so it can already be done and dealt with or whatever. So that's not very, spectacle. So it feels like what they did at the end of the episode was just purely for the spectacle. So Rhaenys was still in the Red Keep. So instead of just killing her, Alicent is trying to get her to be on her side because she's also a dragon rider and stuff, and she's got the whole of Driftmark behind her and stuff like that. So she tries to convince her and then has her locked in her rooms. And then another one of the king's guards, who is still loyal to Rhaenyra, is trying to help her escape, and they end up getting swept along in the crowd to the coronation. And then she finds a way to like escape and go get her dragon, and somehow she's even armored up, and she got her dragon, and she blasts out of the bottom of the great sept, I guess is where that is. I mean, I don't think it's the dragon pits or wherever it is, but like she kills a whole bunch of city people, like a whole bunch of peasants, just like murders so many people just to kind of get out of there. And then she has this opportunity to literally stop everything. She's on Dragonback. She's in the room at the coronation. She has the ability to just say Dracarys. It would kill Aegon, Alicent, Aemon. It would kill Aegon's wife. It would kill probably some of their kids. It would kill the Hand of the King. It would literally clean the entire board and allow Rhaenyra to just walk in completely uncontested and make everything exactly the way Viserys wanted it to be. But she doesn't do it. And now, because I feel like they injected this thing that's like supposed to make up for the lack of spectacle in episode 9, they've created a situation where Rhaenys is the reason why all of this is going to happen. So the entire Dance of the Dragon is now Rhaenys' fault because she didn't take action in that moment. And I think it's a really weird decision they made to do it like that, just to give us a good little spectacle for episode 9. The dragon looked great, and the moment was really cool, and she looked awesome in her armor. But I'm like, that's kind of suckish. Like I don't like the choice of not just cleaning it off. Like just not. I mean, for the sake of the show, I'm okay with it. But in terms of reality, like she should have just dusted everybody. She really should have. So yeah, that's my thoughts on episode 9. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. What do you think is going to happen for the finale? I imagine it's going to be Rhaenyra figuring stuff out, finding out and declaring herself queen and officially starting Team Black since Team Green is already set up. So it's officially going to like kick off the Dance of the Dragons probably next episode, and probably season 2 we're going to get a bit of a time skip. Probably no more than a year or so, I wouldn't imagine. But we'll see. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about the episode. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to y'all next time. Peace.